What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to day 27 for this 31-day video challenge here in the month of July. We are going up to the rodeo. Yep, we're heading up to Fremont to go watch some rodeo stuff, bulls, roping, barrels. You guys probably all know what goes down at rodeos. So Aurora and myself, we're on the bike heading up there, and then Kaylin and the other two kids, they're with her. But that's not why I'm making this video. So on today's video, I want to talk about moto camping essentials that you guys should take when you're going moto camping. So first things first, you know, you guys are going to want somewhere to sleep, somewhere to lay your head down for the night. So I personally use a hammock. You know, it's pretty minimalistic and it doesn't take a whole lot of room up on the bike. It comes in a nice little pouch, just fold it up and then stuff it back in there, quick and easy. I can get it set up in a matter of minutes, so it's good enough for me. You know, and if you prefer a tent, you know, that's fine as well. But like I said, I just want to keep it as minimal as possible, and the hammock is the way to go. Although when I do my moto camping stuff, especially going out west on that camping trip that I'm going to go on, that 4-day, 3-night out in Wyoming, I will need a tent because my wife is going to be with me on that. So I am currently in the market for a tent. I might go the cheaper route this year on a tent, but we'll see. Not too cheap, you know, and there is some stuff that I still need to get, and I will include that on this list. The next thing on this list is you guys are going to want a sleeping bag or whatever you guys may need. I kind of went a little cheap last year because I didn't have a ton of money to spend, and I just went on Amazon, and that's where I got my hammock. But I got my sleeping bag off of there as well, and that was a bad mistake. I should have gotten a better insulated sleeping bag, because when I was out in Wyoming, every extra layer that I had in my bag, I put it on after the first night because it got pretty cold. The last night, I think it got down into the 40s, and that was terrible. I was up every couple of hours, so I didn't sleep the greatest just because I was cold. So I'll also be looking for another one of them, big enough for 2 people. I mean, we don't both have to get in it, but we'll just use it as a comforter. You know, you guys are also going to want some kind of ground mat to give you guys a little bit of a barrier to protect you from the ground, because it could get cold, and also who wants to sleep on a hard ground. So that's also something that I need to get. I'm trying to cut down on costs for camping, so I was thinking about getting a jet boil, just a portable burner that I could quick make some meals or something. I have it in my cart on Amazon. I just need to pull the trigger on it and get it. The one that I'm gonna get is the MSR rocket fuel, I think it's what it was called. And with that, I'm gonna plan on, I don't know if I'm gonna go with the Mountain House route or the Peak Fuel. The Peak Fuel, it seems like they have better options as far as what kind of food it is. Those are just freeze-dried meals. Boil the water, pour it in there, and within a couple of minutes you're good to go. So I think I'm gonna go that route. Prices these days on food, fast food restaurants and eating out, you know, it's pretty ridiculous. And headlamps work wonders. I mean, obviously you guys know what headlamps would be used for. I mean, you get into the camp spot late at dark and you need somewhere to see, or you could use the headlight off your bike. But you always want to have a couple headlamps, or even if you break down on the side of the road in the dark, you got some light, so you don't have to rely on your phone light, because I mean you're going to want to be hands-free for all that stuff. And I kind of mentioned this a little bit with the when I emptied my whole dry bag out. Layers. You always want to have layers, because it gets cold at night in some places and you don't want to freeze. So hopefully I can have my bags and my tour pack in time before we leave for that trip. I still got another month for that, because I have the Thrash and Expedition saddlebags on here, and there isn't very much room in those, especially for 2 people. And that tour pack would be really nice to have, especially on that, because I have the luggage rack on that. But it shouldn't be terrible. I'm gonna haul the bike out, because Kaylin, she won't ride that far. It'll be too much for her, so I gotta find a trailer, or I'm just gonna load the bike in the back of the truck and go that route. But we shouldn't need that much stuff, because whatever we don't use, we can just leave it in South Dakota in the truck. Want to try and pack light on this trip as much as possible, because I'll probably end up buying a couple t-shirts from that event. And I also want to buy t-shirts from some of the dealerships that we go by, just from out-of-state stuff. But you know, if you guys are new, make sure you guys go hit that like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. It would help me out tremendously. You know, I'm trying to grow this channel and my brand, and I wouldn't be able to do that without you guys. You know, and also if you're returning, you know, welcome back. Thanks for tuning back in. It also helps me a lot, you know, get that view count up. Drop it down in the comments, you know, just in case I missed anything. I'm pretty sure I went over the bare necessities. I mean, you're also going to want toiletries, so I'll just add that in there real quick. But yeah, we're almost up to the rodeo, so if you guys want to stick around and watch some stuff that goes on at rodeos, you're more than welcome to. But with that being said, I'll see you guys on tomorrow's episode. Peace.
Couldn't catch me in a straight